And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Captain of Industry. And yeah, we have some progress here. I have enabled the first boiler, and we have pressurized and primed the first steam pipe for production. So we are ready to kickstart this line of production, and I would like to do that right now. So let's quick deliver this. Quick deliver this. Cat jumps down from my lap. So funny. Whenever I start narrating, she jumps down. But if I stop for a while, if I have quite a while in between episodes, she usually comes and jumps into my lap. And then when I start narrating, she just jumps out again. It makes me sad. She doesn't like when I talk. Who thought? Who would have think? Let's see. I think I've got everything hooked up here. Sort of, possibly. A couple things I haven't connected yet. This one, I can probably build that. That's a pretty simple 75. It's still a lot, but construction part 2 is this little baby, though. 90 number 3s. Like, that is... that's a lot. Just for that. I'm glad this setup only has one of those. So hopefully you guys, if you're playing this game along with me, hopefully you see this design and the last 3 or 4 episodes that it took to build and lay it out. Hopefully you can maybe come up with even a better one. I don't know. I'm sure there are better ones out there. And as you can see, my sulfur from this little spot snakes around and up and over and down and then underneath another couple of those and then finally over to here. The CO2 is actually super easy. It just goes boop boop and into this guy here. And this gets carried over, pushed into this one, which bingo. So that one was much easier than the sulfur. I mean, yeah, I could have just pushed that sulfur into a storage. With the minuscule amount that it actually makes, like 1 every cycle, I don't know. I don't know if it was worth the many construction parts it took to actually get it over here. Now we don't want to keep that full. Now we want to let everything drain out as per natural. So, first thing we're going to do here is we are going to pause this, and this. That's our crude oil supply. And we want to burn out the rest of everything that's in here. Look at our naphtha, almost crazy amounts of naphtha. Okay. And let's see, fuel gas. Not sure what to do with that just yet. Well, I could convert it into diesel. Let's do that. Fuel gas. We don't priority out this anymore. There we go. So that should empty that tank as much as possible. Boy, they had a lot of oil stored up in here, didn't they? So the other thing I did is, if you notice the pause icons down here, so all of these are paused, allowing this to have truck import, because I don't want to tap my main supply here until absolutely necessary. What did you just drop off? I'm not even sure. Maybe some wood? Possibly, maybe? So I'm not sure. Well, yeah, I've got all of this stuff. I'm right now it's not unloading the wood. So all that wood is actually from up here. I'm trying to clear all the trees so I can get some construction area going. But look at that, we've got our very first diesel coming in here. It's glorious, and we have a little bit of hydrogen poking its head up, and it's just filling this cracking unit up with the hydrogen that we need to actually process. Because I only have half the setup right now going, it's not as 100% working. Let's go fuel station 2. I would like, at the very least, a place to and we're going to put a truck on this for reasons. So, the brine that we're getting here, we are going to be producing chlorine with it. I did clear all of this stuff out. So this is mostly all gone. I haven't done 100% of it yet, just because. And then the salt, we can also get out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of both of these. And we're just going to Unity speed that up, give our trucks a little bit better of a way. And then they'll just use the salt that's up here, because you can see there is a brine recipe in here. And right now we are, let's see, 45. Where did this one come from? I don't remember this one. But anyway, 48 brine, 24 salt. It's a double the amount of salt, which is glorious. So we can... We even don't even need to have them heated if we really don't want to. Okay, so is that brine in? Brine out. It's water in. Okay, that's water and brine in, salt out. So how many, let's see, 24, that's 48 brine. That's one whole set. 2, 3, 4, at least 4. What about the regular evaporation pond? It's just, well, yeah, twice as slow. I mean, it's only 60 kilowatts. I think we're fine. I mean, the workers bother me more than anything. So, we're going to have you. Let's go do a flat conveyor. No, I thought that was... Yeah, that's brine in. So if we go like this, and oh, come on. Like that. And then we copy this, flip it, do that, and then we can remove this, and we're good to go. We have enough for 2 more on here? I'm hoping so. Just barely. Just barely. So the salt out is a loose story, or a U-shape, yeah. right there. And then we can cancel this one. Much better. And then we can cancel this one. Building on the trash. And that is connected, that is connected, and that is connected. So, obviously, loose storage, big boy. Like so. Something like that. And that will be salt. That's a lot of salt. That is an enormous amount of sea salt. Okay, now we want one of these. Oh, good Lord. One of these here. And goodness gracious. Not quite lined up properly there. So we're gonna have to take it back like this far. So pipe 2. How many new blackies? Okay, let's do one of these. Into there. You know what? So that is a pipe 2. Pipe 2. Excellent. This will be a priority out. And this one will be a priority out that way. And then this will come in like that. Or we do something like this. So literally the only, you can fill the tank. Excuse me. You can fill the tank. Station 2 is out of fuel. Oh, well, it is what it is. Oh, why did these stop? Now we gotta debug. Okay, sour water stripper. Oh yeah, the water coming out of these. I wanted to make sure to get this on camera too. So the water. These are not going to actually produce that much water, so pipe 2 should be plenty. We're going to come in right in here. Why are you having... Oh, there's... That building is oddly shaped. Well, that's not cool. And then we need some water plumbed in. Right in here. It's like so. We could make that a little bit cleaner by pulling it the other direction. No, no, no. Yeah, see that makes it a little bit better. And then what we're going to do is priority in that pipe. That's the sour water stripper, which I don't know how many times I can say that and YouTube won't demonetize me. Yeah, so that should never, ever, ever back up. ever, ever, ever. If that backs up, the whole system stops. So that water has to be the priority input. Priority output is fine. This goes back, and then this will be for extra water for other places, mainly like farms and stuff like that. But look at that, how much brine we have already. Crazy amount of brine. And that should allow the sour water stripper to kick it into gear again, which should allow all these things to start kicking back on again. And there we go. And it's out of fuel, but it is what it is. I wanted to make sure to get that water pipe. That was our last bit that we had to get connected. Everything else is good to go. Do we have 90 of these? Oh, we do, but I don't know if we really need them yet. Everything else is doing pretty good. We're building up a little bit of CO2. We got a little bit of naphtha. And yeah, now it's time. We need someplace for our brine. And the reason I did that is so I could come up and over. Well, I don't even need to do that. It'll just hop over on its own. So that is a priority. That is a priority. Yeah, this might be tough. I'm going to do this for now. Priority out here. Yes, priority out there. And then we're going to cancel this. Because if all things being equal, if the tank is full, if all of these are backstuffed, then there's no place to go but out and in. And I know this is a really high level pipe. And so this is the brine that we do not or cannot process. Brine to salt. So I'm going to V that and then paste it there. And that should get rid of any... Oh, what am I missing here? I don't think there's any other outputs. Yeah. Brine in, salt out. Pretty basic. What do these cost? Holy cow, those cost things too. Wow. Low supply of diesel. Well, it's no big deal. We're going to start clearing stuff out. Because we don't need them anymore. Okay. I don't know. That was the sour water. Try to untie all this stuff. And let the trucks handle it. Because I don't mind. This is all water. Wow, look at that. Water comes down. And in. That's a savings. We're gonna Unity that big boy. But that helps us save on workers. And now, can we research like the where is it? There was a deconstruction. Maybe I already researched it. I'm looking for green, so if I don't see it in the green... Huh. There it is. Yeah, I researched that. Excellent. You get a little bit more out of it when you deconstruct it, so that's helpful. Okay, so all of this is good to go. You, all of you, this thing, and that was water return from the sour water stripper. That can go. That was my diesel line. That was naphtha. Look at all of that stuff going. It's glorious. And if we finish this off here, let me just clear the rest of these. I don't need that anymore. I don't need those. That's coming up from this as my backup, emergency backup water. Down to the last 8,000 oil in this reservoir. Look at that. Remember how tall those were when they started? They were way up here, and now they're just itty bitty. So, yeah, that deposit is ready and ready to be cleared out. Of course, I haven't forgotten about naphtha, or not naphtha, but rubber. Like, there's other components to this build that we're going to need to focus on. I really wish they would push all of this back. That way the trucks didn't have to come all the way around. Anyway, little efficiencies like that I wish we could get. Lots of things and stuff ready to go in there. I want one, let's see, is that 2? That is a 2. I don't want to waste, I don't want to waste this stuff. So we are going to unpause these. And we're just going to clear out the last 8,000 or so out of there. And push it over to here. Right? So I have truck import set to on. And then there is another tiny little deposit right here. Hard to get to. Right? It's bumpy and mumpy right here. So I can't... But I don't think there's very much there. I think it's like 40K or something like that. So not a high priority. Okay. Those guys are going strong. And we just cleared out a ton of material out of here. So let's take out the rest of that ammonia. That can go. That can go. Plastic, we need to use some plastic. Yeah, we need to use some plastic. So I think we're going to want to get into using our ethanol. We have ethanol up here somewhere. Right here? Yeah, ethanol. So we're going to want a little crafting area. Not really sure. Maybe over here. Something small. To make some medical supplies. If you could look at medical supplies. Ooh. Medical supplies. Medical equipment. Disinfectant, medical supplies. Or medical equipment, disinfectant, medical supplies. So that's a robotic one. Yeah, we're a long ways away from that. And then we can upconvert those medical supplies to even better medical supplies with some antibiotics down the road. Who knows what that's going to entail, but probably a lot. So we need some of these. So medical equipment, steel and plastic, right? Steel and plastic. Well, our plastic's over here. It's soon going to be over here, right? Or where everything is going to be moved over here. That was over here. So it doesn't really matter where this goes. This uses steel and plastic to make 6 medical equipment, but we need 12 medical equipment. So we need 2 of these machines for medical equipment. Let's see. Where do we want to put these? How about someplace I can expand upon later? So 2 of these. And then the disinfectant is, yes, you guessed it, a chemical plant, which uses 12, right? So that is 12 disinfectant for the regular chemical plant. Chemical plant 2 makes 24, which I think we only need the 12 right now. So we can save ourselves some serious resources by doing it this way. How about right there? Let's set the recipe so the things and stuff are a little bit better. Medical supplies. Disinfectant. So, ethanol, plastic, and steel. That's all we need over here. Ethanol will be close to this, because why not? So that. Plastic and steel. Do we have enough space? I doubt it. All right. So pipes. Oh, we don't need big pipes. We need like little itty bitty pipes. So this is going to be plastic. Plastic, and let's keep that full. This is going to be ethanol. Let's keep that full. And this is going to be steel. Let's keep that relatively full. I think both of these are flat conveyors. So this one come out over. Actually, let's go out that way and in that way. This is going to come up, over, down, over, down. Right? And then, medical supplies, pretty sure, one. Medical supplies is another electric assembly. And that's going to combine all of this stuff into one glorious result. So these medical supplies. Okay. If that's out of fuel, guess what? We can just remove. Let's add one to this. There we go. Now what is wrong? Sour water. Why is sour water wrong? Water is wrong. How did this back up? This. That should be a priority in right there. This should not be backing up at all. Let's go ahead and build the rest of this. No! I had delete instead of unity. Yeah, that happened. Isn't that amazing? There is no undo in the game, I just learned. So there's that. Oh, that is the exhaust, it looks like. This is the water. There we go. And I think it's pretty amazing that I have managed to delete all of that. So let's hit U this time and then build it. How's that sound? And then we need to build this with this and this, and then this, and then this with this. This will help consume more steam, consume more water. And if worse comes to worse, I can always like vent it. Right there, I think. Yeah, that's the water output. This is just confusing me, having this pipe like half done. Let's just build the rest of that so it stops confusing me. There we go. Much better. Okay, now what's your problem? Oh, you actually need some oil. That would help. That would help a lot, probably. Okay, so this is, you know, it's moving it by truck right now, and that's fine. Like, it's fine. Whatever. But anyway, I actually don't want to have that. I don't want to have that done like that. Not an ideal situation. So the sulfur here is going to go into making rubber and acid in large amounts. Large amounts. Can you guys please clean the rest of this up? Good Lord, it's taking you forever. It would have been way more beneficial to do this side. That way they could have just dropped it off super fast. And this is controlling this area, and I just, you know, it is what it is. Okay. We need steam. Where's my steam? Oh, I deleted that. I deleted that as well. Oops. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Oh man, I deleted. What? Let me copy this. There we go. Forgot the exhaust. There we go. Back up and running again. This one isn't, I mean, it's just going to prime an empty pipe. There's really nothing in there right now. But I wanted to use some more water, because this should be pulling all of the water in. Yeah, that should be pulling just all the... Why did this stop now? Oh, good Lord. What happened? I don't remember that missing when I was just over here. It's like stuff disappeared. Oh, you know, maybe when I hit delete... Oh, yeah, that's probably what happened. When I hit delete, it cleared a bunch of that stuff out of there. Some of the stuff I didn't want to clear out of there. Missing input. Water. Yep, that's most likely what happened. Over the top. Water helps. Can we please get going now? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This is full. All right, we should start seeing some activity over here. Anytime now. There we go. Nine steam. What does it need per? It needs 3. Okay. Where's my next steam burst? Why? How are you full of exhaust? Steam low. Filled with water. Okay, I think it's time to do this. The sour water stripper seems to be producing a lot more water than I thought it would. 24 water, and we're using 48 water. So yeah, we're consuming half the amount of water that I originally calculated over here. So I could pause this one and this one. And that will drain quite a lot of water out of the system. Get these paused, because yeah, we're going to consume, as far as raw steam, we're still going to consume the same amount of steam, but the amount of water we're actually going to get back is half the amount of water we're putting in, just from the sour water stripper collection, which isn't bad. Like, that's not bad at all. Using only half the water. So that's a good sign. It's a good sign that we're making progress. We're still not quite full on brine yet, so it's not a super emergency to build all of that. Not enough fuel to well, I'm working on it. So now what do you stop for? Steam. What do you stop for? You should not be stopped whatsoever. Maybe I should double this for a little while. Get it pressurized again. Just to get all the machines up and running. I'm producing just over what I need. Unless I massively miscalculated all of this. Pipe 2. Pipe. Yeah, this will kick into high gear. There we go. Pressurize that system. I need fuel, everybody. I need fuel. All right, well, that is going to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.